Hello YouTube, this is Tsukasa07. I am bringing you another fine addition to Tsukasa's Retro Game Finds. I managed to get down to my retro shops in Roanoke, Virginia, and my new one in Waynesboro, Virginia, after I took my girlfriend to a concert for the very first time for her birthday last night, or Friday night I should say, for anyone who doesn't watch this Saturday. But I wanted to share with you the 9, technically 10 games I got and the system I bought. So I'm going to start off with the system. I introduced it, I don't know if I introduced it in a video or not, but I picked up another Retron 3. The reason why I picked up another one is the one that I had started to crap out. It was starting to break a little bit. The power button wouldn't stay down. The system changer wouldn't really change that well. But what this is a 3-in-1 system that does, as you can see, NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis, but it also does Super Famicom. A lot of people don't know that, but it is conformed to do Super Famicom, and I have conformed it myself. That is the system I wanted to show you. Now for the technically 10th game I bought. I know I'm going out this out of order, but I'm going it from easy to just letting it on you. But I bought a copy of Beatmania for PlayStation 2, which I already had a copy of this, but the main reason I got this is it came with the controller. I had the game, but I did not have the controller. I paid $50 for the controller in the game, and anyone who actually has a Beatmania controller can tell you you'd be lucky to get this for $50 online. You would probably find it online for 80 some bucks. They're not really that cheap. But I'm pretty stoked about having this finally, and since I have a slightly modified PlayStation 2, I would be able to enjoy the Japanese Beatmania games now. I'm pretty stoked about that. Now, starting off with the only NES game I have in my purchases, I finally got a copy of Konami's Bucky O'Hare. It is a very, very great platforming game. It is so addictingly fun that me and my cousin a couple years ago stayed up the entire night playing through it over and over again. We were so addicted to it. So I was stoked to finally find a copy of that. Now starting off with Super Nintendo, again, I'm letting you off really easy at first, so don't think that, oh, these are such crap games that nothing good is going to come of this video. But you're wrong. The best is saved for like the next, after this one and the next one is when it's going to really kick off. But I grabbed a copy of The Addams Family for Super Nintendo, which is another platformer type game. Anyone who's seen AVGN knows about this game. He said some bad things about it, but it's really a decent game. I really enjoyed it as a kid, so I'm really happy to finally have a copy of it myself. The next game is another favorite of mine as a kid. It's called Wings 2 Aces High. It is a World War II fighter pilot game. I like to think of it as a early Ace Combat, almost. I know that's probably glorifying it too much, but that's just what I've always considered it. But I've always loved it as a kid, and I'm really glad to finally find it. Okay, as you can tell, it does have some writing on it. I know a lot of people are picky about if there's stickers on the case, if there's writing on the case. To me, I just want to own the game. As long as the label's not too beaten up, I'm fine. Okay, my next game to show you is, it had 2 Game Boy games also, but this is its transition from the onto the Super Nintendo from the Game Boy, and I'm talking about Kirby's Dream Land 3. The reason why I'm saying it went from Game Boy to Super Nintendo is because Kirby's Dream Land and Dream Land 2 was only for Game Boy. The regular Nintendo one was Kirby's Adventure. So I'm pretty stoked to actually have that. Next up, this is a shout out to you, Zapper101. just plain out straight to you. I picked up my very first Super Famicom game, which of course I just showed in the video if anyone is just paying attention. What it is it's called Demons Blaze On. Blazin'. I like to say Blaze On. But if you can't tell from the picture and the Capcom logo, this is the Japanese version of Demon's Crest for Super Nintendo. I am very, very happy I found this. Not only am I happy that I finally have Demon's Crest, but I have the fucking Japanese Super Famicom copy. That's even better. Alright. My last three. Of course, everyone who truly knows me knows how big I am on Mega Man. So, I would like to first show off Mega Man 7. Yes. This game was not liked by a lot of people, but I truly enjoyed it. It's one of my personal favorites. Next up, this game I'm going to show you is a good example about the writing on the case, because there is fucking writing everywhere on this case. But the label is intact, there's no writing on the label. But, you know, once when you see it, you're not going to be too picky. But I'm talking about Mega Man X2. So glad I finally found this. I really wasn't trying to build up my Mega Man X collection yet. I do have Mega Man X1, but so far I have Mega Man 1 through 6, and now I have Mega Man 7. I need Mega Man 8 still, and I already had Mega Man X1, X6, X7, and X8. So I need X3, X4, and X5. But that brings me to my last game. My last game, I am so proud that I found this. It is the rarest Mega Man game available, other than Mega Man Wily Wars, which was only available on the second channel for the US. It was actually available in Europe on actual cart, but I am talking about Mega Man X3. So very fucking happy that I got both X2 and X3 today, and 7. I am so glad that I found this. Paid a pretty good price for it. Paid pretty good price for everything that I got today. Especially fucking Demon's Crest. I mean, I was shocked that I got that for as low as I did. But those are the finds that I got today. If you would please comment in the video, in the comment section below on what you think of it. Make sure you follow me on YouTube for up-to-date videos of my retro finds. Also, subscribe to my Justin TV / Twitch TV channel. It's called Twitch TV now, so there's going to be a link in the description, but you will see games like these being live streamed in my retro nights. It is www.twitch.tv /Tsukasa07. With that, I wish you all a good night and happy gaming.